What's up guys, this is Yasser. Welcome back to my channel. You're watching Yasser's Fit Frag, and today I'm going to talk about another two fragrance from the Sotoor line of Rasasi brand. So they are Rasasi RAA and Rasasi WAAW from the Sotoor line. So I've only got a decant of RAA from the Sotoor line. I did not get a full bottle. So I'll talk about RAA first. So RAA is more of a fresh aquatic type of fragrance. So it opens up with a very fresh, watery kind of aquatic notes, like the smell of fresh water, if you can imagine it that way. So that's the kind of opening. But it also has a beautiful fresh fennel opening. The fennel seeds, I'm not sure if you have smelt it, the fresh green fennels. So that's what you get along with these aquatic fresh notes. But immediately when you spray, you might get a slight synthetic soapy feel, which fades away in 10 to 15 minutes. So that's kind of ignorable. It's not too synthetic, but it has that slight soapy synthetic when you immediately spray it. But when that fennel note starts off, it actually gives a very good vibe. So a decent opening with the fresh aquatic and fresh fennel note. So slightly different from the usual citrus opening. And then in the mid, you would get a little bit of jasmine and neroli. So to give that slight white floral touch. It's not too floral because of jasmine. It is very undertone. And the best part is the base note. And the base note actually starts off after 3 to 4 hours. And it has a very beautiful pine wood and cedar wood, a very beautiful woody note, and that's the actual beauty of this fragrance, because I did not find the opening very impressive. It is fine, not bad, but not very impressive in the opening, but the base is actually very beautiful because of that pine wood and cedar wood kind of woody notes. Now talking about performance, it easily projects about 2 to 3 hours if you are indoors, and it lasted about 8 to 9 hours on my skin, but after 5 to 6 hours, it's more of the woody that plays the role along with that fresh aquatic fennel note, but those kind of fades away after 5 to 6 hours, and it's actually the woody note that plays the role after 5 to 6 hours. So in case you're interested in trying, do try the sample. I do not really suggest a blind buy of the full bottle. Just try the sample. The samples are given only for a limited period until the first bottle is done. Samples are not arranged always. So in case you ask me which is better among Rasasi RAA and Rasasi Shagaf, I would definitely go with Shagaf, because Shagaf is about $500 lesser than this, and I personally prefer Shagaf over this one. In case you want to blind buy, I would still go with Shagaf than RAA. So go for the decant if you do not want to blind buy it. Now coming to WAAW from the Sotoor line, this is how the bottle comes. It says WAAW in Arabic and it says WAAW in English, how to pronounce it. So it is WAAW from the Sotoor line, and this is how the package comes. This is a plain simple white box. This is how the back and the other details here. So it is Jan 2020 batch, so it is quite new. Now to be honest, this is my favorite among the Sotoor line, so that is Rasasi WAAW, but I don't really suggest this during the high summer, so you might have to wait until the summers go down, or if you happen to stay in a cooler place, or if you want to use it in air conditioned setup, you are still good to go with this one, because it opens up with beautiful cinnamon, cardamom and slight peppery notes. So that's the reason I said I don't really suggest this for high summers, because cinnamon, cardamom, a little bit of that peppery note, it actually goes well when the weather is cooler. So don't try this in the high summers, because it would smell better in the winters, or if you happen to be in air conditioned setup. So that's the opening. Like I mentioned, in the mid you would get a little bit of amber and lavender note. So I'm not really fond of the amber note in this, because it is a little more prominent. The amber is evident within 10 minutes of spraying this, and I don't really enjoy that amber note much, because I'm personally not a fan of prominent amber note. But otherwise, people who love amber would definitely like this one, because quality of amber is definitely good. I'm not making a judgment based on the quality of amber. It's just that I personally don't like amber note when it is prominent. But the amber note settles down in 3 hours, and after that is when I enjoy wearing this one, because the amber note settles down and then the base starts, which is more of sandalwood, woody, and the cinnamon continues to be in the base. So the most prominent note in this one is the cinnamon, and that's the beauty of this fragrance, because that cinnamon is definitely done very nice, very good quality, and easily noticeable, because when I wore this to office, I got about 3 compliments, and one rated it an 8 on 10. And the other woman who rated it in the 4th hour, she did not compliment me directly, because I was waiting at the cafeteria point, which is a closed place obviously, and I was sitting there for maybe 10 minutes, and then I went away from there, and she happened to pass by after some time after I left the place, and it sounded like the sillage was still around that place, which was in the 4th hour, so remember that. and she just texted me to ask if I was sitting there some time ago, and I was a little surprised when she said that she could still smell the fragrance there. So that's the kind of sillage WAAW has. I went with 8 sprays as usual, and in the 4th hour is what I got this particular comment. So the sillage seems to be great in this one. So that is Sotoor WAAW, my favorite among all the Sotoor line which I have covered. So if you're looking for good performance with good projection and sillage and lasting, I think WAAW is best among the line. Thaw is also good, but it is more of the orange blossom neroli kind of fragrance. You can wear it during the summers as well, but this I would suggest that it's better to wear during the cooler weathers. So coming to performance, it easily projects about 3 to 4 hours, and the lasting was about 12 to 13 hours on my skin. So beautiful performance. So in case you do not want to blind buy, go for the 10 ml sample. Again, the sample is not provided throughout the year. It depends on the sellers again. I would give you the seller's contact in the video description area. You can check that out. Sample it out if interested. If you do not want to blind buy, don't blind buy this one because I don't really recommend that. Because for the price of 3K plus, you can actually go for Shagaf in my opinion. But WAAW is the best among the Sotoor line in my opinion, according to my taste. So that was it from the Sotoor line. So Scene is the only one pending. I'm not sure if I would get that because I've heard from multiple reviews that it is more of sweet and floral kind of notes, more suitable for women. So I don't think I would enjoy wearing that. I'm not even planning for the Decant at this point in time. So let's see anyways. So that's about it. Thanks for watching again. See you next time in another video. Keep sharing my videos to your groups. Cheers.